how are you? Today's topic is about a practical experience that I have just gathered from the work of today's job of 220 kV SF6 circuit breaker of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, that is the source of my substations. At about 3 p.m. the phone has received from substations, and our operating staff of the substations has informed that some annunciations on the annunciator of Power Grid 1 bay has come. That was the trip circuit 1 and trip circuit 2 unhealthy and SF6 gas pressure lockout. I just suggest them to check the trip circuit 1, trip circuit 2, and also local remote close fuse has to be verified that the fuse has in okay conditions, or fuse has some, if any problem was there. They have checked the fuse and got that the trip circuit 2 positive fuse has been cutted out, has been damaged. After that, the fuse has been replaced and the fuse pressed against the positive terminals of the KitKat fuse. But after inserting the fuse, they reset the annunciators, but nothing will be solved. Nothing is solved. After that, I personally reached to the substations and again checked the fuse of local remote selector switch, trip circuit 1 positive negative both, trip circuit 2 positive negative both, but all the fuse has 10 ampere ratings and okay in conditions. But after inserting the fuse, when we pressed the annunciator reset button or accept button, same problem was there. So the problem has not been solved. Then I have been sanguine or assumed that if any problem inside the trip coil, maybe. So after that, we open out the trip coil DM box, open out the DM box and check that the resistance of the trip coil of pole A, pole B, pole C, that means R phase DM box, Y phase DM box, and also the B phase DM box. All the trip coil resistance was 140 to 155 ohm. We have sanguine that nothing was the problem of the coils, trip coil or closed coil. Then just switch on and switch off the MCBs of trip coil 1, MCB 5 and MCB 6 for the trip coil 2, and just observes the which contactors are just pick up and which contactor is not picked up. So after that, we have just observed two contactors has not picked up when we switch on the MCBs. After that, we identified that A8 and A9 contactors are not actuated when the DC is just putting their coil A1, A2 coil. And then check the control circuit, what is the functions of A1, A8 and A9 contactors and related control circuits. I find that A8 and A9s are being connected with the pressure switch. Every 220 kV breaker has 3 poles, and 3 poles has separate density monitors, and these separate density monitors has separate NONC contact, density monitor NONC contact 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2 and 3, 4 is for the SF6 alarm and SF6 gas pressures alarm, low alarm, and 5, 6 is for the lockout contact. It is also being denoted by P2 contact of every breaker. So after checking this contact, we just open the terminal of the density monitor. After opening the terminal, we have found that terminal 5 has been sulfated and the terminal 5 has been cutted out due to the sulfations on the terminal. So these 5, 6 contacts will converting to NC to NO. So in that path, if the any problem, so the DC, positive DC will not go to the A1 terminal of the A8 or A9 contact. Negative was there but positive was not there due to the cutting of the pressure NONC contact. After just opening the terminal and spray the safety solvent and cutting the total sulfations, and after that we just connected the cutting terminal with the proper place, and after that we checked the control circuit at the box, lower box of the three accumulated connections of the 3 DM box, that the connections is okay or not. After checking the connections, we have sanguine that the problem of A8 and A9 contactors was for the cutting of this particular sulfated terminal of pressure switch. So now we switch on the DC5 and DC6 MCB, and we checked that A8 and A9 contactor has been actuated. After actuations, the DC will reach to the proper positions for resetting the lockout of the annunciators, and we just inform to the control room to checking that lockout, SF6 lockout has been just solved or not. After that, they resetted the annunciators and they informed me that the problem has been resolved. Then after pre-close supervisions of the, after just changing the TTS switch to the inter position, they have resetted the 195 and 295 relay of 3 poles individuals and informed me that Y phase supervision 195 has not been resetted. After that, we checked the control circuits and identified that this path is for the pre-close supervision purpose. That was the ferrule 25 AA 25 AA. So we checked these contacts from breaker side, panel side, and we just found that sulfations was there. Just cleaning the sulfations on the terminals and loose and tightness of the contact, the problem has been resolved. We think that the particular KBL, the positive path of the pre-close supervision has been damaged. So we check the voltage reference with the negative of K2 or J2. K1 is the positive, K2 is the negative. So we considering the voltage with respect to the negative, and we are getting the full voltage. So we have sanguine that the cable has not been punctured or cable has not been damaged. So we just connected and tightness, and the problem has been resolved. Problem has been resolved. And after that, we inform to the load dispatch centers, and resettings all the supervision of 195 to 95, and lockout, SF6 low alarms, remote trip travels, everything. Then we switch on the breaker remote. First locally check that the breaker has been functioning properly, then from the remote, and the problem has been resolved. So this is my today's experience that I have just gathered during the work on the 220 kV PGCIL breaker in comer 1. So friend, this is my practical experiences. If you hear these experiences, you will get some clue, or you will get some informations that will be benefited if you will be faced these types of problems in future. So that idea can be useful, or that tricks will be useful for identifications of the problems of 220 kb, 132 kb, 400 kb breakers, because all the control circuits are same. So friends, if you interested to show my video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updated and practical knowledge that I have gathered in my workplace. I will share with you friends for your workplace benefit and for your future reference. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and share my video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you very much.